Hey guys, what's up? I just finished watching the Microsoft E3 conference and wrote some notes about it, and I just wanted to sort of discuss what we saw there. I'm going to put timestamps in this video so you can skip ahead to a particular game that you're interested in. I'm not covering everything just because I don't care about everything, so I'm just covering what I have an opinion on, sort of thing. So Outerworlds was one of the first things they really showed off, and they were pressing again that you can do anything in the game. Uh, I'm gonna see how that sort of plays out. Oblivion also made New Vegas, which had a pretty good amount of support for different Karma playthroughs. So I'm looking forward to this one. I do. Yeah, the art style's a bit funny looking, but it's an Obsidian game. Like New Vegas is pretty funny looking too, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. Ninja Theory's thing about it's like a hero 4v4 melee sort of hero shooter thing. Uh, wasn't interested in that. This looks like every other sort of hero shooter thing, and the heroes in this one look particularly hero-y, if you know what I mean. Like, they just look a bit silly. So that's one I'm not particularly interested in. Cyberpunk is looking next level. The level of detail in this game really grounds everything that looks like it's like that is happening in the story. And I just love the visual style of it. It looks like it's such like a future punk sort of like thing they've got going on. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm a huge fan of CD Projekt Red. I originally pirated the Witcher games, I could not get into them. But I'm just such a big fan of what they're doing and how they're pushing the gaming industry and the sort of example they're setting. I went back and purchased The Witcher anyways. Like, even though I couldn't get into it. Like, I want to give it another go, but even though I could have just kept pirating it, but I purchased it because I think they're a company worth supporting. And yeah, like, just look at they leaked on the weekend the standard edition for the game. That's the standard edition, not the that's just what you get when you buy the game. It's sort of reminiscent of big box PC games back in the day, and I really like seeing that. Like with the Switch at the moment, I'm only buying physical releases if they come with stuff. So like the Zelda Breath of the Wild came with a map. Other stuff doesn't come with stuff. So I'm only buying games physically when they come with things that I want. And yeah, CD Projekt Red is they're bringing that with the standard edition. And they're doing other stuff that's just really, really good for the industry. No DRM, DLC, like profit sort of structures where they just, they release small free DLC and then big paid expansions rather than doing loot boxes and stuff like that. And I'm just really, really pushing them to be successful because I think they're doing really good stuff in the industry. Oh, hey, I'd like to place a pre-order for Battletoads. The indie stuff looked pretty good. It is looking like it's going to be, like the stuff that they showed off at least is going to be exclusive to Game Pass, or at least the Xbox Store and app on PC, which is not great. I'd rather just get them on Steam, which is my preferred platform, but, we'll see what happens. Flight Simulator was a pretty neat surprise. We haven't seen it in a couple of years, and this one looks like it has such a high level of detail. They're saying that it had like satellite and Azure computing in the cloud and stuff to generate the world. It's amazing how much that sort of matters for a game like this. Like, I enjoy flying around in GTA, and part of what's so enjoyable about that is that the San Andreas map is just so detailed, and I enjoy landing at the different airports and stuff like that. And yeah, this is actually one that I'm pretty interested in. I haven't played Flight Simulator since maybe 2000, like on my old grey PC. So yeah, that's one I'm interested in. I want to see what that's like. The new Lego Star Wars game again looks very awesome. It's all 9 episodes. I'm not sure if it's going to be like they're going to rebuild the whole game, or it's going to be like the old episodes, but with better graphics maybe. I hope they actually just redo it all and do it all with a bit more care than the original, but I'm a huge fan of the Lego Star Wars franchise. It's one that I actually have it installed on my laptop because I play it here and then. And yeah, they're back to miming. So miming is part of the charm of the whole Lego game. Like if I was just gonna, if they're gonna talk and stuff like that, I might as well just play a like proper game of it. Like the Harry Potter ones, they all talk. Yeah, part of the charm for the Lego games is they're all, miming all the actions and stuff like that. That makes it pretty funny. But yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I think it's gonna be one I'm gonna pick up. I'm not really a Gears of War fan, but I'm a Terminator fan. But yeah, I'm not particularly interested in this. They had a really cringy Billy Elliot song playing over like a very artsy visual. That was a bit weird, and I don't know. I don't know, maybe Gears of War's lamer than I thought. I don't know. So, Xbox 2, like Phil, I'm really glad they got the same team back to design this one, opposed to some other team. I'm not sure. It's just such a funny bit for me. And yeah, now I was pretty excited from Computex with the Lisa Su presentation about, what AMD's doing in the computing industry and what they're bringing to the consoles. And they were saying just more of that sort of stuff today. As well as they're doing SSDs just like PlayStation is, which is great to see on consoles. My ones are already personally running SSDs, but that's a aftermarket modification that's kind of expensive and has sort of limited potential in consoles. But now that they're designing around it and pushing SSD technology in consoles forward, that's going to be really good to see. And now that these consoles are so powerful and have SSD technology, it's going to enable developers to do more interesting things with games, and we're going to see that come to PC as well, because these games are designed around going to console first and then ports to PC, and seeing more powerful consoles is good for us in the PC industry, and yeah, it's just going to enable developers more. Now, one of the things that got me most excited is 4 generations of content in the best possible light we've seen them in before. I have an Xbox and Xbox 360 library. The worst thing about playing those games is the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. Ideally, I'd like to play them on PC, but short of that, having one box that plays them all upscaled to 1080p would be pretty sick, and would be actually interesting me as a PC gamer buying an Xbox just for that sort of functionality. Like if I can play Skate 3 at 1080p 60, that sells me on an Xbox. And unlike, well, I was about to say unlike Xbox One X, we don't, like, it's going to depend on what the support is, if it's going to be every game, like if I can just plug Amped in there and it works. Like it needs to be every game in my opinion. It needs to be like just like a plug and play emulator sort of thing. But we'll see. I'm not like I'd be very surprised if I end up buying an Xbox 2, but it could happen just for that Xbox backwards compatibility thing. Again, I'd like to play them on PC, but not every game's coming to PC ever, so we'll see. So Halo had a small story trailer, and honestly, I'm not too happy about what I saw. The visual style does look better than Halo 4 and 5, but it's still not the same grounded take on the Halo universe that Halo 3 and Halo Reach had. I really, like, they're not quite there yet. Like, it's still very cartoonish looking. And yeah, the Halo, Master Chief's design is reminiscent of that Halo Legends short, and that wasn't my favorite Halo Chief design. I don't like the brand on his chest, and I don't like the sort of shader they're using all over the game. I really like that more gritty, sort of realistic look they had going in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. And yeah, the story beats are not really hitting for me. I don't care about this dude. I don't care about his Terrible Effect's wife. Like, that effect looked terrible, by the way. Like, I want to be Chief. I want to be not saving this dude's marriage. I want to be saving humanity. And like, I don't like these personal people stories in Halo. I want to remove that and get back to the bigger picture scale of storytelling. And I don't want it to be a first person soap opera with Katana. Like, I like this. Like, Chief was a bit more no mucking around when he talked, but like I don't know, we'll see if this one, the assault rifle also looked like the Halo Reach sort of looking model, and I prefer the more Halo 1, Halo 3 model. Yeah, not big, like, I'm really, really down on 343. I don't think they're a good developer. They've shown me that plenty of times, and yeah, this looks like more of the same. Like, I'm less excited about Halo now. We're also not sure where this is in the Halo timeline yet. If this is like a redo of Halo 4, and this happens after Halo 3, or if this is after Halo 5. His ship with Cortana in it had no Cortana in it, so I'm wondering if it's going to be after Halo 5 after all. We'll see. Finally, Game Pass is a little bit scary. $10 a month for like, there's probably at least 7 games on there that I would have just bought for $80 each, and not having to buy them and just pay $10, that scares me, because I'm scared that Microsoft is going to treat those games, those, Game Pass releases as freemium games and start sort of pumping microtransactions and expansions into them. Like Forza, for example, I forget which one it was, but you had to buy, like, there was a Japanese cars pack that had a bunch of the basic Japanese cars back into the game. So like, something that was there in Forza 4 was missing in Forza 5, and you had to pay for it to get back in. That sort of stuff really scares me. That said, I'm signing up for $1 as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. Another thing is my Windows is... I've broken it to the point where I don't have Windows stores or Windows apps anymore. So I'm going to need to figure out how to hack that back in to get this working, because it's not running through Steam, it's running through Xbox app on PC. So we'll need to see. With that, that's basically everything from Microsoft E3. I'm going to do a quick video on Bethesda, but I haven't watched that press conference yet. I need to go to work. It was a bit of a weird video. This is a bit of random, like, it's a bit more rambly than usual. But yeah, look, let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the comments. Yeah, not too amped about Halo, but Cyberpunk looked freaking sick. I can't wait to play that one. Can't wait to pre-order both editions of it. You know, I'm gonna be a fat cat of CD Projekt Red. Alright, see you guys in the next one.